boy Rocket Man. I hit chilling again, dropping another video. Thought I'd drop a little something while I make another tune, just for fun. I really have fun making the tune in the beginning. Parts of like Act 1 to Act 2 is pretty fun. You know, I ain't gonna lie about that. It's decent. But yeah. So just like the title says, PoE 2, PoE 1. Just about. I'm gonna say it right now. I say every game when May hit of 2026, they're gonna lose. Like, I'm thinking like maybe I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna say like 90% of every game's player base is gonna be gone. Now, for the people that don't play GTA, which is crazy because, you know, I don't think there's a lot of people that don't play GTA. You know, I think I'm gonna start off like this. I think the main one that's gonna get hit the hardest is Warzone streamers, right? If they don't adapt and switch over, which if you're a Warzone streamer, I haven't seen a lot of these guys playing like GTA and shit like that. So I'm thinking a lot of these guys might go. They either got to find another game, the latest greatest hits or whatever is booming, but you can kiss Warzone goodbye. You can kiss Call of Duty goodbye. You can kiss Black Ops goodbye. You can kiss any other Call of. And then on top of that, and what I really say, Call of Duty is going to be one of the main ones hit the hardest, because you think about it, 90%, or they say a certain percent, it got to be kids that's following these fucking dickhead streamers, thinking they don't know when they actually see a motherfucker cheat or not, which is crazy, which is one of another reasons why a lot of people are going to be so fucking happy to get away from Call of Duty and actually have a game. And like I say, even with me, I love Call of Duty to death. Since Black Ops 1, since World at War, since Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, I stopped at Modern Warfare 2019. I ended up buying Black Ops 6 just for the zombies. I have fun with the zombies. I play with my son. We go for rank. And that's it. And then sometimes I would get into the multiplayer. Was it worth $70? Hell no, it wasn't worth $70 whatsoever. I digress. That's just what that is. But again, a lot of kids watch these streamers. A lot of kids, maybe hacking, maybe want these gaming PCs for, to run these hacks and to look like a streamer and do all this other shit, right? So that's why I say streamers and Call of Duty Activision is themselves, because Blizzard already going through it. Diablo, I don't know what's going on with Diablo. I know a lot of people still just love that shit and playing other stuff, man. So, as far as them, they're not even in any competition. If anything, they're gonna go ahead and just retire. I don't see them dropping on new season next year. If they do, if anybody do, first of all, they're fucking stupid. If they plan on releasing PS6 this winter, right? They will fucking. They might, I don't know. Some people saying some things about the PlayStation, the PS6. We already got the Pro version that just came out. I wouldn't be surprised if I was Sony, I would to get a leg up. I don't see them dropping the PS6. If they drop a PS6 this year to just to go with GTA and to boost up on the GTA, just to get on a bandwagon, and they can make a lot of money, but you got to think about it. Who the fuck? Nobody's gonna buy a PS6. We already see what happened with the PS5. It has 0 games. I mean, if anything, I hate to say it, if GTA 6 have crossplay, then I don't know. It's so much with it, man, because it's so much modding and shit like that. But I don't think it's I don't know. They did install some new stuff recently to help combat the hackers, but they still got hacks in that shit. But I hope that when they release GTA 6, that it is cross console and it doesn't include PC. That's what I hope, because I feel like that would make everything a whole lot better. But if they include crossplay with PlayStation, not with PlayStation, with fucking PC, I think it might ruin their game. Because it's already a good game when you take away the cheats and the hacks, and you actually got to go and do stuff to make your money and buy stuff. You know, you can spend cash. Like, it's going to be awesome. But I hope they don't do that. I really hope that we get some cross console type of cross-play, cross-gen or whatever. But yeah, like I was saying, like far as the kids that's watching these streamers that want to go out and try to do this stuff, when GTA drop, every college student, every high school student, every middle school student, every sixth grader, every fifth grader is going to be playing GTA. Period. I think the only thing that might be a setback on GTA is if they don't have the live server. If they don't got the online, that'll even make me dial back. You know, if they don't have it on day one, I don't even want to touch it. Which I'm thinking they have to have it or somewhat, because most of the games nowadays is like digital. But this year I'm going by the disc. I'm not buying no more digital. I'm trying to stay away from that. I'd rather just buy the fucking disc and have it. I don't care if the GTA 6 is $150. I don't care if GTA 6 is $200. I'm gonna buy it because that's gonna be the last video game I buy next to Onimushu that releases. That's one of my favorite games from back in 2008, 2009. That was one of those games. So if that come out, I would spend top dollar for that. But far as any other game company that's like, you got Nintendo talking about $30 prices, man, right about now, if GTA do what they need to do during the holiday season and get pre-orders and shit like that, I don't see nobody getting no Switch 2s. I don't see nobody getting those. I mean, I don't know, even like, just about now, it's not a race thing. I think it's about every little boy between the ages of probably nine and up gonna want GTA. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I could say 10 and up gonna want fucking GTA, because nobody's gonna be talking about Call of Duty. Call of Duty lifespan is just got, they just got killed. Soon as they released the drop date for GTA 6, it destroyed Warzone. It's going to destroy their streamers if they don't adapt. These guys are known for being crazy with their shots, running all these foot pedals and all this shit. With GTA drop, you get none of that. Like, they're going to have to revamp everything. You know, I know a couple streamers that might just, you know, be able to handle that shit. I know not even Doc Disrespect. I don't even think he ready for that. He do different FPS games and golf and stuff, but GTA, that's a whole nother life, man. Now, like the smaller streamers, aka celebrity streamers, that's somewhat big streamers, I think that's gonna get them booming even bigger when 2026 hit. They're gonna shoot way past the millions in subscribers and everything, and the way they do their episodes. All of those small streamers are just gonna shoot through the roof. But I haven't even, you know, normally we'll have some teasers or something about the next Call of Duty, bro. We ain't hearing nothing. I think everybody knows, man. Like, we haven't heard anything since Black Ops 6. Nothing. It's like, what are you going to do? The only thing I can see from Call of Duty that may keep them relevant, Warzone definitely not going to do it, because nobody's going to be spending money in that bullshit game flooded with hackers. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can say about getting rid of hackers. They're just, they done. They've been doing it for the past 3-4 years. Everybody's sick of it. Now we got a good relief to really have some fun and enjoy ourselves for hours and hours and not get shitted on by the cheaters. So yeah, they're done. The only game I think that Call of Duty can release that would make me, you know, take a break from GTA. I'm not gonna take a break. It'll be like I would get on, you know, do a little bit, get a couple kills and go. Will be Black Ops 2 Remastered. That's the only one I would actually get on, run some shit with. But I don't want crossplay. You know, it just got to be a straight remastered for the consoles. I would run that. But if it have crossplay, that's it. But if they do want to stay relevant in the year 2026, they can't drop nothing. I mean, hands down, God of War can release. God of War may. Nah, I can't even name not one game that can rival GTA 6. So what may hit, that is it. Diablo, you might say that shit is dead. Last Epoch, you're done. Now, say you're gonna have people still playing these games. I'm not saying like they're gonna be like nobody's gonna be playing them, Yeah, people are going to be playing them, but the only people that's going to be playing them is people that just don't like GTA 6. You know what I'm saying? So we can break it down into in a percentile of 100. We can say we got 10% of gamers like to play nothing but MMOs. Okay, that leaves us with 90%, right? We got another 10% that like to play, yeah, another 10% that don't like to play nothing but FPS games. You know, no, not including GTA. So you can say, you know, that's 20% between those, and then you got another 10% that like to play everything. You know what I'm saying? Or 20%, or you can say 50% that like to just play everything. You know, you can break it down in that type of category, and you can say, hey, out of all the PoE players, you know, let's say we already know the 10% is the elites in that game that can have all the in-game shit, right? So you can say out of 100%, the 10% is true hardcore to the game, and you could say you may have another 20% that's like semi-hardcore to the game, but still play other MMOs. So you can say that's 30%, and you can say the other 70% of the people that play Path of Exile 1 and 2. It's just people that like MMOs, that like grinding stuff, that like the FPS games. They're the ones that like everything. You know, that 70% is what you're going to lose. If not the 70%, 60%. Like, and it's going to stay there, and it's going to go down. Like when the stream starts to happen and the streaming of the game, and they see the amount of fun people having and how it's going, it's going to go from 70% to 80%. And I predict it's going to be layoffs at studios to try to recoup some of that money. If they don't hit hard this year to do a bunch of money grabs, I already know one of the main money grabs for Call of Duty is dropping DLCs or bullshit content to grab the money. I see that it's going to be a huge money grab this holiday season. And then if Rockstar Games and them, GTA, if they're on point, they would dominate sales for the holiday season if they drop pre-orders. You know what I mean? They drop pre-orders, everybody is going to buy that shit. You know, everybody's going to pre-order that shit. In return, if you're pre-ordering something, whether it's on Xbox or if it's on PC or if it's on PlayStation, that's when I said that's going to affect Nintendo's profits, because that little kid that's 10 years old, he wants GTA. Now, Nintendo, cool parents, yeah, you can get GTA, ain't no biggie or whatever, ain't all that. That's going to dictate if they're going to get that Switch or not. They were like, and you know, it's like, oh, GTA, I want that. You think I'm going to go and spend $800 for a fucking Switch? I'm going to go spend $200 or $300 and get a PS fucking 5 and get them to GTA and save fucking $700. So I think Nintendo, they're going to get hit hard as fuck. If Sony don't come out with a deal, they're going to get hit hard as fuck. Xbox, if they play their cards right, if they can get GTA on Game Pass, they're going to fucking make a killing. They're going to make a killing, man. If they can get GTA on the Xbox Game Pass, they're going to kill it. They're going to destroy just as much as Rockstar make. Xbox is going to explode with that shit if they get it. But I don't see GTA 6 coming on Game Pass. I don't see them letting that happen. They want that unless they got some kind of, which would make sense to me, right? If GTA is free to play online, what's another way you can make money? All right, say Microsoft come to Rockstar Gaming and be like, hey, look, this is what we'll do. What are your predictions on what you're going to make on Xbox? They go like, I don't know, I'm estimating to make around 500 to 600 million in sales, right? And just for example, and Microsoft can be like, hey, well, look, instead of that 600 million, how about I give you 100 million, or I'm gonna give you half of that, and you let me put this on Game Pass, and you get a percentage of every Game Pass subscription. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's say it's like $10, And say it's $24 for the premium or whatever, then you can get the GTA. Or they might up it and say, hey, it's it's $25 a month, or it might go up to 30. Say it's 30, and they be like, hey, look, out of the 30, we'll give you 10 off of every sale, right? And during that peak season, the Xbox Game Pass shoot the fuck up. Say they got like 30 million, say they got 100 million new subscribers to the Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? So you take that 100 million and you multiply that times, the $10 that Rockstar would get. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would take a deal like that. You know what I'm saying? But that would be dope as fuck if they do that. If they do that, a lot of people I still wouldn't get the Xbox Game Pass just to play it. I would rather just buy the disc because, some people say, hey, well, you're getting all these other games with it. Yeah, that's cool, but you're going to be paying that for the rest of your life. I'm not for paying something for the rest of my life. They're treating everything nowadays like property tax. You think you own it, but you don't own it. So I'd rather get the physical copies while I can, and a lot of people don't understand that either. But, yeah, any game you can think of is just about to be dead. I'm really hoping to see what they're going to do as far as the next few months. I know GGG still haven't gave a release date. I'm thinking if GGG was smart, I wouldn't release Path of Exile 2 until, if not winter, I would say winter. Like I would release it December around Christmas, to be honest, because GTA 6 drop in May. That'll give you some time for everybody to play, get what's going on. And then if you drop around the Christmas time, you got all of those bundles you can put in, all that other stuff, But dropping in the summer of 2026, you fucked. Dropping in the spring of 2026, you fucked. The only time frame any game company have as of right now is from now until basically you can say March. I won't even go as far as April. If you're going to release something, it got to be released between this year and March at the latest if you're going to make any kind of revenue off of it, because after that is done. Like, I can't wait to see what Call of Duty is going to do, because I guarantee you so many people are going to shit on them so bad if they attempt to do that. But like I say, tell me what y'all think about it, man. Again, I'm about to make me a new tune, but I thought it was just something everybody should just be aware of, man. If you're spending your money, try to dial it back. Don't know what certain stuff going to be. I know you got to next year to do all this stuff, but it's like, really think about your decisions on what you're going to do. Really make these companies earn your money, basically. Because sometimes I get bored. I bought PoE2. If I would have had a GTA game like that to play, I would have been playing GTA. I wouldn't have spent my money in this. But the $30 I spent in this game plus a little extra, it was worth it. Black Ops 6, it wasn't worth it. I never spent money in Warzone, so I don't care about that. But just for future references, just really think about what you're spending your money on when it comes to video games. What are you getting back in return? Because as of the past few years, the bar when it comes to AAA titles of really good games has just been set so low that their main focus is to just suck people dry. That is to the point that we already in the $80 range for a video game, to the point where either these game companies going to go bankrupt or they're going to have to give something. Because basically you buying two video games, you paying the price of two video games for one. And like I said, just pay attention to what you're doing. The microtransactions, is starting to get fucking. Now I understand PoE2, that's how they make their money. The beta version, they get the $30, and then the in-game transactions, that's how they make their money. No problem with that. But an actual game that's finished, that you paid your money for, and then they got these in-game transactions, we never had it, and they started to run away with it, and it's to the point where, you, like I said, again, you got to really think about what you buy. Is it worth it? Think about it like this. You buy a digital game and you want to play offline. You can't. For reference, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops, every Black Ops for Modern Warfare. I think even Modern Warfare 2019, you was able to do it. You can play offline mode zombies. You can play zombies. You know what I'm saying? You can play your campaign. You can do all this stuff offline, not being online, right? In this day and age, you cannot go to Black Ops 3 digital and you don't got PS Plus. You can't play your game offline. You can't play it offline. Period. You just can't. But anyway, another tip, really look into going into PC gaming, man. Y'all, if you haven't thought about it, you should really look into it. You still can use your controllers. Just think about it like this. PlayStation Plus may cost you $15 a month. Xbox Game Pass may cost you $15 a month. You could spend $50 a year or $60 a year to play online, right? Or you could just get a fucking PC and don't pay any subscriptions. And that's what people are really not understanding. Subscriptions. You're paying for a service that you already have. You know what I'm saying? You already have internet. So why are you paying to keep these servers up? Just saying, think about it. PS3, you never paid for online service. Xbox was the only one that you had to buy Gold to play online, because the game company already had the server. They use in-game transactions and the purchase of the game to help maintain the servers. So they say, you know what? Which I don't think it's the game companies. I think it's the game companies themselves, as far as like Sony and Microsoft. That's like, hey, you know what? We don't got to maintain these servers, but we basically can get free $10 a month from these guys, and they don't know no fucking better. So you need to really think about that, man. Really think about your consoles, how you feel about it with games you're able to play. And I do recommend looking into PC gaming. There's nothing wrong with keeping your console. That's what it is. But as of this year, man, so many things is about to happen, and I just want everybody just to be prepared. To spend your money wisely, man, because everybody don't deserve your money. And other than that, that'd be your boy Rocket Man. I'm gonna see if we get any more news from GGG. See if they talking about anything. What's their thoughts? You know, what's their reaction? Hey, you know, GTA 6 is dropping. You know, what's your outlook on that? And it's like, you know, whatever the case may be. Other than that, catch you on the next one. Peace.